which is the formula practice using the text formulas. What I'd like to do is focus on these formulas here that I'm showing on the screen. I've been getting some questions around these, and these can be a little tricky, especially if you're brand new to text formulas. So what these formulas look at is I want to kind of click up here into the formula bar to show you that I have here a kind of a text value of extra space, those two words. But if you notice, I also have a bunch of extra spaces. Now what I'm asking you to do here is I'm asking you to count, and I'm going to use the Len formula for this, equals Len, open parentheses, and then count the number of characters in this cell C13. Now what it's going to do is it's going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you notice it's going to count all the words, but it's also going to count these extra spaces here. And that's what I'm trying to highlight here with the value of this length. And then also we're going to look at trim. Now trim is going to, what we can do is we can actually trim the extra spaces, meaning these guys up here. We want to get rid of those because those have no value, and if anything, they may actually disrupt some analysis that we're going to have to do later. Extra spaces is what we would call unclean data. It can result in just sort of lots of headaches when we go to do data analysis and so on. This is something that you get more experience with as you kind of work with more data. I'm going to be throwing some sort of mock real-world exercise at you, but it's important just to understand how this formula works and that it exists. So now let's trim the extra spaces in cell C13. I'm going to do equals trim, open parentheses, and I'm going to grab this cell that we know that has all those blanks. And if you notice, it's going to grab, it looks exactly the same, just the two words extra space. But now let's count this term. I'm going to count the trimmed value, and if you notice, what the trim formula has done is it's basically trimmed the 8 extra spaces. These 8 extra spaces here, it's trimmed it so that now the count is only 11. So we're using the Len formula to kind of count the number of characters in this instance we're counting this cell, and that we're getting a value of 19 spaces. So basically there's 19 characters here, which includes the apostrophe, the text, and the spaces. But then down here we're only counting this value here, and this value is the actual trimmed value. And so what it will do is it's going to count the EXTRA space and then the actual word space SPACE. So count up those letters and you get 11 letters and space. So that's the value of both length and trim. Okay, so please take a shot at those. I'm going to do a separate video about these two characters, these two rows here. Thanks.